All right, let all lift hands. Dear Heavenly Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, Yeshua, we bless your holy name. We thank you for a holy Sabbath today. We thank you that you have brought us back together in fellowship with our family. We bless your holy name. We thank you that you have given us strength, Father, that you did not destroy us in the midst of our sin, in the midst of our wickedness, that you have allowed us another day of repentance. Father, I just loose your Holy Spirit today, Father. I just ask you to bring to life, Father, all the prayers that we are praying, that we be a set-apart people. Let it be those who sit in the midst of this learning, this teaching that we hear your word, that we receive it in our hearts, Father, that it be activated, that we go forth and be a new people in the earth, Father. We bind up the hand of the enemy, Father. We rebuke Satan with authority today, Father. We bless your holy name. We bless your holy name, Yahweh. We bless your holy name, Yahweh. We power your mighty name. Because you are worthy, Yahweh. You are worthy, Father. Oh, hallelujah, Father. Hallelujah, Father. We thank you. Oh, we thank you today, Father. We just ask you, Father, to be with those that are sick and shut in, Father, those who are unable to move today, those who are without strength. We ask you to strengthen them right now. Loose your holy power. That those who are here in the earth know that you are alive, Father, that your name, Jesus, still carry power. We bless you today, Father. We bless you today. Oh, I just ask you right now to separate us, Father, from all the unclean things. Loose our flesh from the bondage that it desires to do most. And that is wickedness, Father. We bind up every crevice of wickedness right now. We bind up all the lies of Satan. We bind up every stronghold right now in the mighty name of Jesus. Oh, hallelujah, that we be set free today, Yahweh. Set us free today, Yahweh. Let us be set free. Let no thing come upon us and hold your children no longer in bondage. But we plead this in the mighty name of Jesus, Yeshua. Amen. Hallelujah. 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 All right. Praise Yahweh. All right, saints. Somebody's going to have to monitor the YouTube because we wasn't really expecting many people to get on today as much as go back and to see the teaching and look into it and know that the Most High is going to lead them in a word today. All right. Got those pages. All right. Well, how's everybody doing, saints? Glad to be home. Blessed of the Most High. It is good to see y'all after last week. But I felt kind of bad. We didn't get to see the saints. And the folks were all in their places. You know, we heard a good word just like today. We heard a good word that our pastor delivered unto us today. It was a good word, what? Yes, sir. Hallelujah. But what we are going to be talking about today, saints, and I don't think we're going to be long. Don't hold it against me. All right, is that all right? Yes, sir. My brother Cedric back. He gave a good report after his first visit to Straightway, Kansas City. Really enjoyed it. Am I correct, brother? Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. All right. I don't know if y'all ready for this message. I kind of prepped the saints today concerning these things because I find myself thinking on the restoration of Yah and how Yah has done an excellent job with leaving a word for us to be able to understand that, guess what? He truly is going to redeem his people. But what you got to do is begin to understand all the affairs of the earth and the things that's taking place. All right? You got to begin to understand it from the level of the love of the Most High Yah. And when I say that, I'm saying it because we have so much hate being loosed in the earth. We have a lot of hate towards skin color. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, what verse is that you say hate a certain type of skin color? What verse and chapter is that?
Niggerlations.
What book? Right. Say niggerlations.
Niggerlations.
You got it? Because it ain't in there. But, you know, see, but what we do have to do is stand on truth, D. We got to be able to stand on truth. And we have to come under the banner of understanding that there is a truth to be preached. All right? And I want to say that, Sister Gabby, you probably got to go to sleep. Really? All right. And anybody else is hooked up to the internet, make sure you are off the internet so the signal can run good. All right? All right, hallelujah. Y'all can Bluetooth. All right. All right. But when we look at the truth, you know, Pastor Dow said something pertaining to the 7 trumpet prepper. And he made a statement about how the 7 trumpet prepper recognizes who the holy people is. And he don't have a shame in making that truth known. But there are those who don't preach that same truth. Right? So what we intend to do today is go the other way around. We intend to further expose the Gentiles. Since we don't want to bring it up, because you got to come to, you know, where I'm feeling right now, brother. And I ain't saying I'm feeling invincible. But I'm feeling like I am one of the children of Israel without a shadow of a doubt. All right? That makes sense? And I'm going to show you why. Because there's things that have been done in Israel in the earth that the Most High Yah has already set in order. Hallelujah. We got to go with that. We can't change it up. We can't add to it nor take away. So let's go ahead and move on. Here we're talking about the reign of the oppressor. All right. It don't matter that the oppressor is reigning. Okay. The Most High desires for Israel to follow him. And look what it says here in Proverbs 3:31. Go ahead, D.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Y'all hear that? It says, envy not the oppressor. What does that mean, Brother Fred? Loud and clear, brother. What does that mean?
I mean, don't look for what.
Exactly.
Don't look for what they have for your joy.
Exactly. Don't desire their lifestyle. Don't desire what is their portion. All right? Oh, my goodness. But we do. Yah has given us instructions, yet we rather go aside with our own desires and go after those ways that look enticing to us. All right? Come on, dude. All right, here's the breakdown, the summary of what we're going to be talking about today. Can they see that slide on there good? Is it okay? All right. It says, the breakdown of the message is this. Yah chose who?
Israel.
So we ain't got to go the same traditional routes, because we're going to go into some of these other books and we're going to see the message never changes. The nations reign over Israel in oppression. Would you say?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna see that some point in the message today. All right? But we must go to the way. We must, listen. Simple as that. We must go to the way. We must go to the way. Let me break that down and plain before we move on. Everybody stand up. I'm going to ask the question again. Who in here say they are Israel? Raise your hand. All right, put your hands down. Stay standing up. All right. Who did Yah give commandments to? He said he set a law in Jacob, didn't he? And so, if somebody's new watching this video and they happen to pull up on it, they heard me say that, they say, oh Lord, somebody's preaching the law. It's not about the law, see, more than it is, like I was telling this lady yesterday, about the heritage of Yah. See, the heritage of Yah encompasses a lifestyle in which you will live on the earth separate from the other nations. Did y'all hear that?
Yes, sir.
See, that's a different type of accountability when it comes down to making Yah's name great, when it making his name known. That's a different type of accountability. So when we find out who we are, we must go to the way, meaning that we are returning to the heritage in which Yah has given us. You're going to see why that's important. All right? Stay standing. All right. Our issue today, the Gentile nations are carrying out their foretold nature, and we are unaware of what is written concerning them. Y'all hear what I said? What do you think that means, Sister Turner? You heard me. What do you think that means?
We're ignorant to their whole mission, but Yah already laid it out, but because we don't know Yah in the word, we can't see nothing.
Exactly. See, we still stuck on rebellion and disobedience. We haven't made it to the point where now we have made it back to the way, and then we are asking questions as we seen done in Josiah, that when he looked out and he saw that Israel was under the curse. Right? And when they read the book of the law, they saw that that's what indeed was what was going on. They rent their clothes. And then he had everybody to return back to the way of Yah. Y'all hear that? See what he did? What was his action? Let's pause for a second before we go on. They returned back to the way of Yah. Why did he do that? Why did he just say, we're going to wait till Christ comes? He saw that there was a curse on it. And in order to remove the curse, we have to repent for our sins and the sins of the forefathers and turn away from wickedness and turn toward righteousness. Am I correct? And in that, then Yah began to honor us, and he will be our Elohim, and we will be his people. Right? See, it's as simple as that, but it's not that simple. Because the other part is knowing what's written concerning the Gentiles is very important, because then we find on the streets Israel is cursing out the Gentiles. Israel is condemning people to not going into the kingdom. Y'all got it? This is what Israel is doing. But y'all don't want us carrying out anger on them, because he said vengeance is what? Vengeance is mine. So it belongs to Yah. So then all we got to do is go to the place of restoration, and we will be received. Let's go to the next screen, dude. All right. We are discovering pertinent background info concerning this nation that should urge Israel to strive instead of acting out anger. This should encourage us to strive. Do it make sense? All right, let's go. All right. The nature of Japheth. All right. To overthrow, deceive, and to perform a sinister operation. That's the nature of Japheth. All right? Now, because see, I'm going to get down to it. Look at the picture I got up there. Barbarian. Barbarian. So now, am I prejudiced? Because I put that up there. Come on with it.
No, sir.
Go ahead and type online. Go ahead and say I'm prejudiced so I can light your tail up with what you're getting ready to see.
True.
See, because what the substance is in this whole thing that we're talking about, I grabbed this information from what's written concerning them. So I can say that. Well, then how do you know what color they is? Well, guess what? We're getting ready to really dig in to some things that some of y'all might have heard. You might not have heard it before, but I can guarantee you all of it's going to enlighten you. All right? Let's roll. Regardless of what is said, I am concerned for Israel, and we have become knowledgeable on how Hasatan is using the seed of Japheth. So I'm making that known to you because we have become knowledgeable about how Satan is using that line of people. And when we find out how he's using that line of people, then it's up to us, like I said before, is to not act in anger, but to continually strive. Because guess what? You're the land of your enemies. And he said they was going to be eaten, you was going to be eaten up. You were going to be eaten up in the land of your enemies. Right? Let's roll, Deacon. You can only say this is prejudice. All right? You can only say this is a prejudiced message. You can only feel like I'm prejudiced. All right? If you want to continue being deceived, all right, in the cover-up and what's being hidden from us. See, it's a big cover-up. See, you didn't change. See, we're going to read something in Japheth today. Listen to me, Saints. Listen to me. We're going to read something in Japheth today. I mean, in Jasher. Good Lord. We're going to read something that the premise is they were given names just like all the other people. And they began to name their cities after their names, just like everybody else. I was searching through like, man, this Russia. Yeah. This Bulgaria. Right. This is Italy. Right. By the Franz River. The France. Right. You see, all this stuff started coming uncovered, and then when we look, that land was already, so people don't want to be there. Why you got that picture up there? Well, that's what I put in barbarian. That's what popped up. All right. Let's go. All right. The table of nations. Now, we got to get a really good on this for several reasons. First of all, the red. All right. Descendants of Japheth. Yellow. Descendants of Shem. Okay. Green is the descendants of Ham. Okay. And then there's some even more important information that we're not going to get into on this. But we will. But this says the Sahara Desert. The sub-Saharan is under. All right? And there's some things about that that had to do with the dispersion when the enemy came from the north. Where's up here, right? When the enemy came from the north, they fled. Some of the Israelites fled into this land over here, and they began to go in different parts of Africa. And this is why we find people that don't have Bibles. We talked about this last week. But when Netanyahu went into the land, they found out that these people was indeed keeping old customs that's written in a book that they don't have, that was passed down through oral tradition. Y'all hear this?
Yes, sir.
And so down here, you have the Wadida Coast, or the Gold Coast, the Kuwaita Coast, or the Kingdom of Judah. Now, how could the Kingdom of Judah be over here where this is supposed to be where Israel is? Right? We're supposed to have all of this in here. But something has went on where some kind of way it said on that map, Kingdom of Judah. And then we found out that is one of the main places. In fact, they had a Wadida Gully, a ship that's in Tampa right now that's very controversial because they found out that that ship carried many slaves. And if these was the Kingdom of Judah, then who was on there? Judeans. And they found out that they carried many people from the Wadida Coast in the transatlantic slave trade. One of the places they came was to America. See, it's still going, brother. See, God is revealing too much. He said in the last days, knowledge would what? Increase. So our concern is not that today. It ain't to prove that we Israel and you not, you white, not black. It ain't, no, that ain't it. Y'all hear me? This ain't about skin. Okay? But what we are talking about is something that's very important. See, there was portions and lots that was given. You see Ham right there? Do you see it? Do you? Yes, sir. Do you see Shem right there? You see that? Do you see it, Sister Sherry? Right there? You see Japheth up there at the top? That portion was given and it was ordained. All right? And then on top of that, we find that these people have been given a life where we're going to find out exactly how these things are playing out here toward the latter end. All right? Let's roll. All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 10, verse 1 through 5. All right? Okay. Gentiles. All right? Don't get it twisted. I'm telling you right now. If you're watching this and you're in Israel, these are Gentiles. I don't care what you've been told. All right? These are Gentiles.
That's right.
All right. Got it, Brother Snow?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were the sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, Madai, and Javan, Tubal, and Meshach, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations.
All right. Now, see, one of the first things, see, I remember growing up around my grandfather, my grandmother, and the things that was getting pushed on us that we are the Gentiles. Right. So we are getting the Bible, and we got to learn about Christ so that we can enter through the kingdom through Christ. Who else got that same piece of information? Right? See, so other people with their hands up. See, that's what we were told. But this is said that those were the Gentiles. See, this was one of the first things that y'all was showing me way back in 2010 that I ignored. But I started paying attention. Sister Gabby, remember us talking about shit. I got excited because I'm like, something about this. It just, I don't know what it is. And it was just, the Father was just bringing me into the knowledge, just like he brought us into the Sabbath. It wasn't a video. I got up off the ground praying, and as soon as I said that, Sister Gabby said, baby, come here, we got to start keeping the Sabbath. And I got, because I was asking what I need to do. We was going through a serious turmoil. We was dealing where a hard trial was on. We loving on people. We was in an all-white church, right? So it didn't matter, right? So I'm thinking, look, we gotta be here. All right? And so, come to find out, the Father starts showing all these things. And so then here it is. I look at Shem, Ham, and Japheth. One of the first things I noticed that it didn't say Gentiles after the children of Ham. It didn't say Gentiles after the children of Shem. Okay? It didn't say that. Let's go to the next. Make sure that we dig out of these because of particular reasons. One, because some of these books have been taken away from us, and is information in there that when you read it, it lines up completely. All right? All right, so we're going to be reading from the book of Jasher. We'll be reading from the book of Jubilees, the scriptures, and we'll be reading from the New Revised Standard Version with the apocryphal and the deuterocanonical books in it, all right? So we got those over there on the table. We'll be reading from those today. Make sure you take note, all right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this, I couldn't hardly wait. I was down like a big kid early explaining this to the church. See, I get excited. That's why I hate when people bring in sin in the camp. Because, see, I don't need nobody around to get excited about y'all. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? See, you might be turned over to the works of your flesh because you excited about what's going on in the world. But see, I'm trying to show you it's a path that y'all already got carved out that we need to make sure that we are fully engaged in and that we are on. You got it? And so we was up reading me this morning. I got up early, came down here, prayed. And I was binding. Just binding up spirits, binding up spirits that's attached to people. I didn't say no names. Because I don't know where they at, but I'm asking y'all to reveal it because some of you all just, you can't, for your life, you cannot abide by the way of righteousness because of what's in your flesh. I'm telling you. And it's a horrible thing because here past is, me and Sister Gabby, we going back and forth like, ooh, look. And we just going in. You know, when I first started doing it, way back in 2011 when I first came in, I'm still doing it because I still get excited. You be in for 2 or 3 months, then all of a sudden you know everything, ain't nothing to learn, and then it don't really work that way, the spirit don't work like that. You don't know what the hell you talking about. You don't. Let's listen to this. The portion.
Okay.
Shoot. Everything all right on there? Everybody good? Good. How's the view? Is it clear?
That's clear.
All right, hallelujah. Okay, so we get ready to read Jubilees chapter 8. All right, and what we're going to find out that, now this deep, y'all hear me? This a portion, you got to understand, so I'm going to get excited all over again. So we get ready to read Jubilees chapter 8, verse 10 through 12, then verse 17 through 19. Now, if you want to read the whole thing, feel free. I done it. But this right here is what I want to point out. Let's go, Deacon.
And it came to pass in the beginning of the 33rd Jubilee that they divided the earth into 3 parts.
Y'all hear that? Did we not see that?
Yeah.
Come on.
For Shem and Ham and Japheth, according to the inheritance of each, in the first year, in the first week, when one of us who had been sent was with them. And he called his sons, and they drew near to him, they and their children. And he divided the earth into the lots, which his 3 sons were to take in possession. And they reached forth their hands and took the writing out of the bosom of Noah, their father. And there came a fourth on the writing, and there came forth on the writing as Shem's lot, the middle of the earth, which he could take as an inheritance.
Because you got to pay attention to this. He said that Shem could take for the generations of his sons from where?
Down.
The new heaven and earth, right? It's going to come down. It's going to come down somewhere. But when we keep reading, we're going to see some important things why it's going to come down. And you're going to see why he's saying it's about Shem. Let's go. Finish reading.
From the middle of the mountain range of Rapha, from the mouth of the water from the river of Tina, and his portion goeth towards the west, through the midst of this river, and it extended till it reacheth the waters of the abyss, out of which this river goeth forth, and poureth its waters into the sea, Mead. And this river floweth into the great sea, and all that is toward the north is Japheth, and all that is towards the south belongs to Shem.
Y'all hear that? All that is to the north belongs to who? And all that to the south belongs to who? Shem. All right? Now, what verse we on? 17? All right, listen. Here it is.
This portion came forth by lot for Shem and his sons, that they should possess it forever unto his generations forevermore. And Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth for Shem and for his sons.
Pause. You hear that? Noah rejoiced. See, me and Sister Gabby was talking about this morning. Is that favoritism? But Yah knows. He knows the intent. Right? On Ephraim. He ended up putting his hands on Manasseh head. And Joseph wanted to change it and put it back on Ephraim head. And Joseph said, I know what I'm doing. So we be led to do things that make sense, that's right, regardless of us looking carnally at things. Just like with Jacob and Esau. Jacob was brought in there with skin on, so he feel like he had it. And the blessing was on him. But by reason, because y'all already knew Esau was going to sell his birthright. Just like he knew this. So Noah's happy for a reason. You heard what it said about that he possessed the middle of the earth. There's something about the middle of the earth, and guess what? People don't want you there. All right, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Come on.
And he remembered all that he had spoken with his mouth and prophesied. For he had said, blessed be the Elohim of Shem.
Now wait a minute. Blessed be who? See, we got to stop right there. Then this is why these folks walking down the street skipping, talking about they Semitic. When it's Shemitic.
Right.
But you change the word so that Semitic, where now it's again an attempt to have in there. But you ain't nowhere near, but you still in all of it. But again, let's keep going because it's in there. We gonna see it. Let's go.
And may Elohim dwell in the dwellings of Shem.
You hear that? Come on.
And he knew that the Garden of Eden is the Holy of Holies, and the dwelling of Yah, and Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. These three were created as holy places facing each other.
Y'all hear this? So the land you going back is already, Eden is already set up for us. This was set up for eternity, for the seed of Shem, long before you got on this earth. And y'all was good enough to bring your black butt back into this way. You bringing all this mess over here in this way. Doing this unseemly crap. Speaking things you ought not to. Doing things in the dark. And y'all already got you carved out. Everything is holy. Your land sits between Mount Sinai, Mount Zion, and the Garden of Eden. And you was born in that land.
Hallelujah.
I told you this is gonna be deep today, mother. I can start smacking people with this microphone.
Wake them up.
All right, listen, because now it's getting ready to get deep. See, it's a reason. Listen to what Shem was given. Noah was happy. Then you heard why Noah was happy. But why would Noah be happy?
He knew.
Like,
He knew.
Shem, you mean Shem got land by the Garden of Eden? We knew it was in there because I started seeing different places where the Pison and the Gihon and all these other rivers run. Them the rivers that run around the Garden of Eden. I said, wait a minute. Then you see, then guess what? Right there by, Israel realized you was right there by the Garden of Eden. I'm putting you in the land that's flowing with milk and honey. I gave you commandments on Mount Sinai. This is where I'm going to come back down to and dwell in the midst of my people. Right here. In the midst of my people, the God of Shem. Y'all hear me? See, that's a whole, that's what I'm saying. It's people that, do you know there's people here today that's far away from y'all? And it's because your own doing, to your own liking. It's because you have not fully submitted. See, that's why you want this, your hands won't touch that. Because there's no submission in your flesh. See, in order to understand what's going on, see, Satan, if we keep going in chapter 10, that's when you start seeing spiritual warfare way back then in Noah. I'm talking about demonic spirits was attacking people. Do you understand? Way back then. And then here in the New Testament, all right, in the Brit Hadashah, they tell you that we war not against what? And you don't believe it. It ain't spiritual warfare. You don't believe in deliverance. You don't believe in none of the spiritual stuff. You want everything to be what you can read. I'm Israel. It's flesh. And that's what you want. You want to be restored just like that. Y'all have mercy. Where was we at on this? All right, look, here we go. Ham. Listen to Ham. Come on.
And for Ham came forth the second portion.
Now wait a minute. Who got the first portion?
Shem.
Who did?
Shem.
So Ham is getting what? All right, pay attention. Come on.
And for Ham came forth the second portion, beyond Gihon towards the south, to the right of the garden. And it extended toward the south, and it extended to all the mountain of fire. And it extended toward the west, to the sea of Atel. And it extended toward the west, till it reacheth the sea of Moab. That sea into which everything which is not destroyed descended.
I hear that.
And it goeth forth towards the north to the limits of Gadir. And it goeth forth toward the coast of the waters of the sea, the waters of the great sea, till it draweth near to the river Gihon. And it goeth along the river Gihon, till it reaches the right of the Garden of Eden. And this is the land which came forth for Ham as the portion which he was to occupy forever for himself and his sons into their generations.
Now, how long, Sister Chris, was he supposed to occupy that for the children of Ham? Right? Did you hear? Did you hear that, Mariah? I want to make sure y'all hear way back over there. We ain't in, way over in La La Land and we paying attention. You hear that, Jordan? See, so we talked about that was given automatically. All right? Now they was giving them 3 portions, and then we find out later that the Israelites went to a more far distant land. So just keep that in mind. Okay? Now here it comes.
Came forth for Japheth and his sons as the portion of his inheritance, which he should possess for himself and his sons, for their generations forever. 5 great islands and a great land in the north. But it is cold, and the land of Ham is hot, and the land of Shem is neither hot nor cold.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? The land of Japheth is what?
Cold.
Do you wait a minute? Pause. See, I ain't got to say that because you already know. I be cold as I don't know what.
Yeah.
And you want me to build igloos and be out there messing around.
Yes, sir.
Right? But the land of Ham is what?
Hot.
And the land of Shem is what? It's neither hot nor cold.
It's cool.
Y'all hear this? See, I told y'all, man, we get ready to open up a can of worms. So see, people in trouble. Because look, climate, right? All these things that you be asking questions about this. Here it is in Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Can't nobody get, look, don't get mad at me. I just opened up the book. That's all I did. Is that all right? All right, now, here it is. Here's the big part. You see this in red, ain't it? What red used to mean, Daniel? Right, like, pay attention, hey. All right, here we go. The oath and the curse. We can read Jubilees 9, verse 14 and 15.
And thus the sons of Noah divided unto their sons in the presence of Noah their father. And he bound them all by an oath.
Wait a minute. Noah did what?
He bound them all by an oath.
Look, he bound them. What does bound mean? Breathe. Here. What? They had to do it. You hear that, Brother Ron?
Yes, sir.
So you bound. That's why if you give an oath, we bound by what we agree to. So Noah bound them by oath. You hear that, Brother Keith?
Sir.
Come on.
Imprecating a curse on everyone that sought to seize the portion which had not fallen on him by his lot.
You hear that? So if it didn't fall on you, then you was going to be cursed. Do you hear that? What? Do you hear this?
Right. Loving it.
You hear this, Brother Fred? What you think about this before we move on, brother? You hear this? See, but wait a minute. See, listen. To even come up to the feast in the kingdom, you coming up to somebody else's portion that God is gracious enough to allow you to come up to. And you, how dare you come into the way when he in Isaiah 56, and don't let the stranger say, let us be cut off. Cut us off from his people. You know what I mean? You can't say that. The unit can't say that. You can't be a different people. You gonna be part of Israel or not. In the last day, all nations gonna flow to the mountain of Yah, which is in that land of Shem. To the house of Jacob, which is in that land of Shem. And they gonna say, come, let us learn the ways of their Yah. You hear me? Come on, man. What we talking about? It's heavy, bro. They was bound by oath. Y'all ready? See, some of y'all ain't everybody stand up. I ain't ready. Stand up. Satan got some of y'all back. This is an exciting time. And some of y'all back there like this stick. Flies in your mouth. Get your butt up. Is this exciting, Brother Dante? It is, ain't it? I was in the room kicking it. Boy, you hear me? Like, wow! Oh, I'm in real. Do you hear me? But they ain't gonna make me go out tomorrow looking at people in the car. No. Because Yahshua said, preach the gospel to who?
All nations.
When you get into a town, inquire of who in it is what?
Word.
Word. Y'all hear this? Have a seat. All right, where we at, D? Go ahead. Verse 15. All right, listen up.
And they all said, so be it. So
Wait a
be it.
minute. They said what?
So be it.
What do so be it mean? I mean, right? I mean, we agree. So be it, right? That ain't just so Hebrew, ain't it? So be it. You heard us saying that in the grocery like this. So Jazz, you want me to grab some milk? So be it. Gee. Come on, finish reading, Dick.
So be it for themselves and their sons forever throughout their generations.
Now you hear that for them and for who?
Their sons.
Their sons. Generations. Remember I said the word of Yah is to generations? So that was for generations, kid. I mean, that's for everybody. Don't go take a portion that's not yours. Don't go take a portion that's not yours. Now look at history. And we're going to open up the history books. And we said the Bible is right here for a second. And we're going to open up the history book.
Taking everybody. Barbarian.
Even us.
Come on. See, you can't hide, but you the head. You done changed names. All this. But Yah is waking up his children. We ain't done no more. We ain't done. We was.
Right.
We were, right?
We still got some way.
But we isn't now. We isn't. Come on.
On which Yah shall judge them with a sword and with fire.
So this goes to the day of judgment.
Oh, Jesus.
Woo.
For all the unclean wickedness of their errors, wherewith they have filled the earth with transgression, and uncleanness, and fornication, and sin.
Y'all got that? Everybody agree? So be it. Right? Gee.
That's everybody saying.
We all went there, right?
Yes, sir.
We gotta get back over there where Zion, right? Mount Sinai and the Garden of Eden. We gotta get back over there. Right? Hallelujah. We gotta wait on y'all to get them passports. Tell me I gotta go right now. Because he said he gonna gather them from the north, from the south, and from the east, and from the west. He is. And he said, I ain't see passport in there. You gotta get your passport. He's gonna drive streams and rivers. And you're gonna pass over foot. And your enemy's gonna take, he's gonna bring some of us as offering. See that? So just be patient. See, this is the word. This is the word, brother Ron, that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Hallelujah. Because Satan can't keep me down, bro. You can bring a sick day, bring stuff against me, but guess what? I'm going to keep coming back. And do it to the end. redeemed us.
Hallelujah.
I'm telling you. Let's go. Look. If any of the brothers or their sons pursue that lot of the other, they would be cursed. Is that true? Did we see that?
Yes.
All right, let's move on. We saw that. All right, listen to this. Yah will use Japheth in the future and has used him in the past to fulfill the lust of his heart. Here, to fulfill. So then let's go see what his heart is like then. Let's go see what his heart is like. All right? Got that book, Keith?
Yeah.
I said he has used them in the past, right?
Yes.
And he's going to use them when? Let's go. See why it's important to know who the Gentiles are. Y'all see this?
Yeah.
And then see, no wonder you said I was a Gentile.
Right.
You did nothing.
Boy, look. All right. Joshua chapter 5, verse 17. Right there where the hand is. Over there, on the highlight. Right there.
And Naamah conceived and bare a son.
Now, who did?
Naamah.
Yeah. Come on.
And he called his name Japheth, saying, Yah has enlarged me in the earth.
Now wait a minute. Now listen. Y'all gave a curse. And when she had bare Japheth, he obeyed. Did Malachi tell you what he wanted when he was born? He didn't. He did Zizi. Mikael. They didn't tell me what they wanted. But I named Mikael. They named Mikael. Saying, Lord, Yah has done what?
Enlarged me in the earth.
Has enlarged him in the earth. Now you got a portion. So then what? You going past it? Because it's a curse. So then guess what? Y'all know it. So then he can use what's in your flesh. Just like he did with the king of Israel. Right? When Jehoshaphat was telling him, hey, you prayed, there's a prophet in Israel. But he used what was in the king of Israel's flesh, which was Ahab.
Yes, sir.
And Ahab went forth to that thing that was in his flesh. You see this? See, I want to be trying to tell y'all, you think Satan ain't gonna get you. If it's in your flesh, you better get it out. It's coming. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's coming. You will be used you be on the wrong side. Throwing bombs at Israel, like, wait a minute. I used to fellowship with them. Yeah, you know, that ain't what you wanted. You wanted that money. So you ain't got that money the back way. Now, your life, or you fight with us. Now you're on the wrong side. See, he didn't come and ask you to fight against Israel. You got gave what the lust of your flesh was. So here it is. We see this nature on 435.
Yes, sir. Every day.
Well, you can't hardly. I be letting people over. People won't let you over. Man, what's wrong? Oh, just fed. See, I ain't mad. I'm not mad because guess what? I ain't talking about them. I'm just telling you. That's my experience every day.
Every day.
See, I had a picture I was gonna put up here of this guy, but I'll show it to you. We'll show it to him later. See, because I can say this because you look with this enlarged and increased mindset. That's why I said it's a nature. It's what's in his heart. Time every time. We partnered with them a few years ago before that Passover. This dude comes in and he was lying to Select, saying we wasn't doing our job, and they wasn't doing their job because they found out now and fired him, and they asked us to come back. So that's how you know he was lying. But beforehand, you was lying saying that we wasn't doing our job, and you told this big old thing, and the dude tried to keep my business. He kept all our contracts, kept all our clients. And the Father brought me to peace. Because I had that 15 shot with extra clip on my side in the gym. And when he put his hand on my paper, I was ready. I just looked him in the eyes. You better get your hands off my paper. Corey, this belongs to us now. HIPAA don't let us take client information out. I said, what the hell? That wasn't no damn contract. Where is that? Well, you're in here with Select. So being slick, being sinister, being deceitful, trying to take our business. Boy, y'all gonna get these folks. Do y'all hear me? It ain't the same way. Did I say I hate white people? Did I say that? This ain't white and black. But guess what? Just talking about characteristics and evidence. We know it's somebody acting like that in earth, ain't it? All right, where we at? Let's go. Finish reading.
And she conceived again and bare a son, and called his name Shem, saying, Yah has made me a remnant to raise seed in the midst of the earth.
Y'all heard that? In the midst of the earth. What portion did he get? In the middle of the earth. Because that's what Shem portion for eternity. You hear that? Did y'all hear it with Ham?
No.
Did y'all hear that with Japan? See, y'all had already. See, I'm going to prove something to you. Then this is what we got to go on the notion. This is why I said the other day, I said, you know what? I'm through playing. I am royal. I'm royalty. I'm it. See, when Pastor said that today, we was talking about that last night. Then I said, that's what I'm talking about. It's all over. It's in the spirit. Y'all want you to take your rightful place and quit playing low man pro, but you got to be holy. You can't be royal. Bad damn habits that you can't fix, that you can't be holy. For he is what? Holy. That's all he asking. You can have all of this. People gotta serve you. But you can't see that far because every day you see that like a damn fuckhead. Gotta do something wrong.
True, no. That's true.
Gotta do something wrong.
That's real.
Right?
Yeah. That's real.
Can I tell the truth, dear sir?
That's real.
I ain't worried about getting stoned, brother. So be it. Hallelujah. But that is.
Yeah.
Do this make sense, brother Snow? Golly. Let's go. Genesis 9:27. I'm sweating, boy, but guess what's good?
Let Elohim enlarge your faith, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant.
Wait a minute, y'all didn't hear? Y'all wasn't listening. See, y'all should have already caught on. That information you got from y'all, read it again.
Let Elohim enlarge your faith.
Let Elohim enlarge your faith.
Yeah.
Then he sent a lion spirit?
Yep.
Did he send Ahab forth on his own? Did he receive what that lion spirit did?
Yes,
sir.
And let him dwell in the tents of Shem.
Now look, let him dwell where? Now can you make an agreement not to go? Now, this is an oath all the way to judgment.
Wow.
Right? And you gonna dwell in the tents of Shem? See, I understand. I think you got it. See, I know how deep these messages is. I'm gonna have to start preaching like this, brother. One hand under here. This is how we're gonna have to start doing. Have to move this one. What you say, dog? Straight up. I mean, cause I'm just about the truth, man. I ain't been playing with y'all. Here, this is right there, right? We're gonna say something else important. He said Ham was gonna be what? Y'all shall enlarge Japheth. See, that verse is about Japheth. He shall dwell in the tents of who? And Ham shall be his what? His servant. You hear that? So then when you start to look at the prophecy, you see Ham right on in there going against Shem. Japheth going to take over his land, and Ham helped. Transatlantic slave trade, Japheth come to get the children of Judah, and Ham helped.
Same thing.
Y'all hear this? Watch this. Okay, we ain't done yet. Hold up. Come on, let's go to the next screen. All right, Strong's for tent, H166, a tent, as clearly conspicuous from a distance, covering, dwelling place, home, his place where he dwelled, that was given to him, his portion. You see that? Japheth is in his portion. Genesis 9:27. Japheth is in his portion. Genesis 9:27. Japheth is where? In his portion. Can y'all see it? And when it's talking about conspicuous, it's talking about a clearly defined thing, because also a tent, they would have it lit so that if I was trying to find where my home was, I see where it's lit up around the camp, and I would be able to make it back there. All right? Come on. All right, enlarge. Look at this, 6601. Look, make simple or in a sinister way. Hear that? Y'all shall enlarge me in a sinister way. Y'all shall enlarge me by alluring people. Y'all shall enlarge me by deceiving people. Y'all shall enlarge me by enticing people, by flattering people, by persuading silly ones. The children of light, the children of the darkness is what? Wiser than the children of what? Of light. Man, I'm gonna throw this microphone. Y'all ain't not listening. They not listening, Fred. Are they listening? Gee! Come on, man. Go to the next one. All right. The curse on Japheth. Jubilees. Right. You should be back up there. Yep. The next page over. All right. Jubilees 1035. Now listen to this real good. Listen real good. You hear me, boy? Listen. All right. Watch this. Come on, brother Snow. Say it with your chest.
And Japheth and his sons went toward the sea and dwelt in the land of their portion. And Medai saw.
Now wait a minute. You was given a portion. You agreed. You and who? Your son.
And Japheth and his sons went toward the sea and dwelt in the land of their portion. And Medai saw the land of the sea, and it did not please him.
And it did not please him. So what happened?
And he begged a portion from Allah.
He begged a portion from, guess whose son that is? Shem. Come on.
And Ashur.
And Ashur. Guess whose son that is? Shem. And who else?
And Arpachshad.
Guess whose son that is? Shem. So you going after Shem land?
Secret.
Come on.
His wife's brother. And he dwelt in the land of Media, near to his wife's brother unto this day.
You hear that? To this day. You hear this?
Middle land.
Go back to Genesis 28, verse 1 through 21. Now, listen. Here's the curse. Because see, guess what? See, y'all got to use Japheth because you are wicked. So now, listen to the names that he said prophesy against. See, you got this is how I look at the book. I tell people I look at it by Gentiles. Because obviously that's who we got to watch. Y'all didn't name that to nobody else. And I know Ham is helping them. You hear me? Right? Did he say he's going to serve me? Serve me help, don't it? But God dang it, what the heck y'all think I just said? Let's go.
And the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, set your face against God, and the land of Magog, the prince of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
He said the prince of Rosh. All right, here, we're just going to do it here.
Okay.
Put it in there. Give it in there. Hold on, over on this side. Hallelujah. You can get that in there. I'm going to let you figure that out. All right, let's keep going. It's all good.
Oops, sorry.
Don't know how that happened, but y'all's good.
All the time.
And you shall say, Thus says the Master Yahweh, See, I am against you, O God, the prince of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal. And I shall turn you around, and I shall put hooks in your jaws, and shall lead you out with all your army, horses, clad perfect.
Reading backwards.
Oh, the camera.
We can, yep. All right, here. There it is. Take it out of there. All right, while you doing that, they still here. Satan and lie. I'll put it back in there. Everybody clap. Say, you ain't going to stop us. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise God. They don't want this to get out. Hallelujah. For what reason would it stop? All of a sudden, I'm on there and see the hair bumps on my neck. Lord have mercy. It's all good.
A great assembly with armor and shields,
Y'all hear this?
all of them handling swords.
Pause. See, this is what they all preparing here in the end. They look, they got all their trinkets. And look how many times have we lied in this country about oil and this and that. We just going, steady enlarging. See, you got to look at it like that. Look at what the word says. Don't look at it no other way. Japheth is doing what? Enlarging his territory in the earth. That's how I look at it. I ain't looking at it no other way. You understand? So you can't get mad at me. See, if you put skin color on it, then it's on you. It ain't about what the white people is getting on. That ain't it. Japheth. Now, if you have to be that skin color, then guess what? But this is not what this is about. We the seeds of Shem. You gotta find your way. Didn't I say that? Back to the path so that you can live right and get ready to go back over there where the Garden of Eden is, where the mountain of Zion, right? And where the Mount Sinai is, right? And dwell in our land. Simple as that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, so finish listening to it because he prophesied against the Gentiles right here. And look, did you already get to the part who he said was with him? Oh, now listen, come on.
Persia, Cush, and Put are with them.
Y'all hear that? You hear Ham in there? Did it say Ham was going to be his servant?
Yep.
Come on.
All of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all its bands.
Gomer and all his band. His Gentile.
The house of Togarmah.
The house of Togarmah. No, you don't have enough money.
True.
Y'all said he know your tribulation
And your problem.
and your poverty. You hear me? But you are what? Because when you get back on the land, you see that what he probably what? Get back to that garden, don't touch that tree, boy. Look. I'm gonna get it. I want to eat fried chicken forever. Hallelujah. Come on, bro. From where? What direction?
From the far north.
Far north. Who had that portion?
Japheth.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear it? He said he's going to give you a pastor according to his heart. And he going to feed you with what? Knowledge. Are we getting fed knowledge? Are we getting fed understanding? Come on. Come on. Look at it. Come on.
Be ready. Prepare yourself. You and all your assemblies that are assembled unto you. And you shall be a guard for them. After many days you shall be called up. In the later years you shall come into the land of those who brought you back from the sword.
He said in the later years, this is what you're going to do. Come on.
And gathered from my people, from many people on the mountains of Israel, which had been a continual waste. But they were brought out of the peoples.
That we was brought out of the people. See, guess what? See, this is what's powerful like this. People don't want to believe in Israel. See, I can talk about this because I think I was talking to Sister Gabby yesterday. And we was talking about down in New Orleans where they got down behind the houses, they call it the slave quarters. All right? And so these was all people that got brought to this country that was slaves. And so it's people that don't belong here, that wasn't here first. That's gonna be brought out of these people. See, talk to my grandma. Her mother, which is my great-grandma, picked cotton. Her great-grandma, which is my great-great-grandma, was a slave. And her great-great-grandma was a slave. So on and so on. You understand that? See, that's how close to slavery it was. Grandma, mama, me. Pick cotton. For a long time. She was born in 1923. Grandma was around a long time. Grandma didn't have a birth certificate, but yet. You understand? See, this thing is all off the chain. And who you think made that up? Japheth. Right? So they put you in bondage and further control you. They own all the jails, all the TV stations, every goddamn on thing you would think of. Japheth has enlarged and put his hands on, didn't he? That's why I'm looking down. That's why I'm standing. I'm Israel. And boy, the day gonna come when the Most High, you gonna see these eyes, and you gonna hate that you saw these eyes when you had a chance to honor a king and a prince in the earth, and you didn't do it.
Hallelujah.
Where we at, dude? I don't even know where we at no more. I'm just happy. All right, let's go. Verse 8.
After many days you shall be called up. In the later years you shall come into the land of those who brought back from the sword, and gather from many people on the mountains of Israel, which had been a continual waste. But they were brought out of the peoples, and all of them shall dwell safely. And you shall go up, coming like a storm, covering the land like a cloud. You and all your bands and many people with you. Thus says the Master, Yah. And it shall be in that day that the words arise in your heart, and you shall devise an evil plan. And you shall say, let me go up against the land of the unwalled villages. Let me go to those that rest and who dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates, to take plunder and to take booty, to stretch out your hand against the waste places that are again inhabited, and against a people gathered from the people, Sheba and David, and the merchants of Tarshish, and all their young lions shall say to you, have you come to take plunder? Have you gathered your armies to take booty, to bear away silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, to take plunder? Therefore, son of man, prophesy, and you shall say to God, thus says the Master Yah, in that day when my people Israel dwell safely, would you not know?
But we pointed to that geographical location on the map, referring to it. And there's dwelling here, because guess what? This is how they act. But for the most part, your children don't know who we are. That's why they ain't born in none of the books. So I just saw a video where Harriet Tubman, her people came out and said they from the Ashanti tribe. We know that's Judah. So she was here rescuing her brothers and sisters. It ain't no possibility. Damn, boy, y'all wait till y'all get y'all, boy. It gonna get y'all. I understand you want it wrote on paper, signed and sealed in blood that we are his children. But don't worry about it. Because the word already said you gonna say that it was us that was in derision. That they were the children of the Most High. You gonna say it. See, that's what I'm telling y'all missing out when you just keep on in your simple ways. This right here don't get no truth. I said, if you walk away from this message and you still got a desire to do your own will and sin and know that we got to do everything we can to raise up this right here. This is a crop. This is a foundation to raise up. Y'all so tired to you worry about school and this and that. I'm looking at my children flourish. I remember I didn't know what this was going to turn out to be, but I believe y'all all through the process. And I'm going to still believe, with or without you. And some of y'all ain't nothing but Satan. You just agents for Satan sitting in the midst to hinder and hold up. That's what you are. That's why I'm praying y'all step. I can't wait till you step around some of you. Because you don't realize your portion. You right now, you concerned with the right now, this moment. You got to fix it right now. I just told y'all they kicked us out the gym. I didn't go into no panic mode. Y'all saw me. But some of y'all, I see you. Soon as something raised up on the back of your neck. Right? Come on, brother.
And you shall come up against my people, Israel, like a cloud, to cover the land. In the later days it shall be. And I shall bring you against my land, in order that the nations know me.
You hear that? Now look, he said, I shall bring you up against my land. So did that go with what he was saying he was going to enlarge Japheth? So now look, he leading them all according to what's in his heart, the lust of his flesh. And he's saying, I'm going to lead you up against. Now, guess what? The stupid part is, this is wrote in the book long before it's going to happen. And they still going to do it. And you don't want to believe that we the people. And you don't even want to believe in the book, period. Come on, Dick.
When I am set apart in you, O God, before their eyes. Thus says the Master Yahweh. Are you the one I spoke of in former days by my servant, the prophets of Israel, who prophesied for years in those days to bring you against them? And it shall be on that day, on the day when God comes against the land of Israel, declares the Master Yahweh, that my wrath shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath I have spoken. On that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. so that the fish of the sea, and the birds of the heaven, and the beasts of the field, and all creeping creatures that creep on the earth, and all men who are on the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. And the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall fall to the ground. And I shall call for a sword against God on all my mountains, declares the Master Yahweh. The sword of each one being against his brother.
Now here it is. Now, what's important about this is before we enter into the reign. You hear this? So let me ask you this. Do it sound like it's going to be great destruction for them Gentiles? Before the reign of the kingdom, right? Better yet, listen to this in chapter 39, because this in chapter 39, this is a trip to see. Matter of fact, to even be made privy to this concerning these Gentiles. Let's go, Brother Snow. I'm going to point something out to you.
Therefore, thou son of man,
I am against thee, O God. Let's go.
the chief.
Now, look what he said. He said he's going to leave nothing but a sixth part of God that's going to be left. That's how much he's going to destroy you. It's only going to be a sixth of what is existing. It's almost billions, ain't it? It's billions of Gentiles right around. And he said they was going to be numbered as the seashore, as the sand of the seashore. Did he say that? You read that? And you only going to leave a sixth of that? Come on.
And will cause thee to come up to north parts. I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thy arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands, and the people that is with thee. I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field, to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith Yahweh Elohim. And I will send a fire on Magog, and upon them that dwell carelessly in the idols. And they shall know that I am Yahweh. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. And I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, the Holy One in Israel.
I hear that. See, that's coming. That's coming. They steady ramping up. The more stuff they doing. I seen an article just yesterday. The Samsung S10 is getting ready to come out, but they just brought the 9 out. And I just got the 8. I'm like, you know what, man, look. It used to be a year and a half, almost 2 years in between them things.
Right. They come out every month.
See, and they steady pushing this agenda. Folks is getting more cancer than ever. Man, they look, I told y'all in Revelation, he was talking about the ones that destroy the earth. Here he said, these are the ones that dwell carelessly in the isles. That means these folks is doing whatever. It's a day in Sweden where when the sun, because the sun don't come out that much over there. But it's the day when the sun will come out, that's the day people get just butt naked. We had some friends in college tell about it. People be having sex everywhere. Go look it up. Dwell carelessly in the aisles. I know people get mad. What are you talking about? Turn the channel. Right? Was that it? All right, let's go, dude. All right. Ham was also carried a envious and jealous spirit toward the lot of Shem and has been against him. And so all of these places where we see him helping, he has been a part of that, just like it was said in Genesis 9:27. But to go back to Jubilees chapter 10, let's look at this. 29 through 32. Let's look at this.
And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the Canaan.
Now remember this. Remember Moshe said, "Cursed be who?" Right? Watch this. Watch old Canaan. Canaan just get the land from him. We wanted that land. Listen to this.
Inheritance to the west.
He did not go into the land of his inheritance to the west.
Eastward and westward from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. And Ham his father, and Cush and Mitzrayim his brothers, said to him, Thou hast settled in a land which is not thine, and which did not fall to us by lot.
You hear that? Come on.
Do not do so. For if thou do it so, thou and thy sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. For by sedition ye have settled, and by sedition will thy children fall, and thou shalt be rooted out forever.
You hear this? Look, Canaan was in Shem land already. And that land was holy. And you was over there committing all them things. That's why Yah told him, don't go and do as the Canaanites did, for the land shall spew you out. Because that land was already holy. It wasn't Canaan. It just got named Canaan because you went and took that portion which wasn't yours. Y'all see this? So he was already cursed. Or whatever happened, he said, "Cursed be Canaan." As in, he was telling him. Because Cain is already cursed. You hear that? Canaan was already in the land of Shem. He was taking on a portion that what he is. So now, when I think about it, they talk about a new heaven and a new earth in the Tanakh. That ain't just a New Testament thing. Y'all already got it set for us because people already, I mean, the whole land is just polluted. You over there, look, you right by the Garden of Eden over there having gay parades. Where you at, D? Come on, listen up. 33.
Cursed are you, and cursed shalt thou be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge, and in the presence of Noah our father.
You hear that? You bound yourself by the holy who?
Judge.
Look what he called him though. The holy judge. Boy, y'all be playing yourself. Some of y'all, you just don't think y'all see you where you be at. I don't see you. Y'all see it. It's just a shame. Because people just keep dealing in rebellion and disobedience. When you're trying to tell them something, you're trying to help them, you're trying to show them, look, here it is. It's an order. We're trying to get you there. Right?
Sir.
Let's go, dude.
But he did not listen to them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon, from Hamath to the entering of Egypt, he and his sons until this day.
Y'all hear that? Canaan went and dwelled in the land of Shem anyway. And y'all was taking it back from him. That's all it was. So then when they brought back that evil report in Numbers, y'all was giving them what was already Shem's. That's why y'all destroyed them and bring back the report. Like, see, we don't know. That's why I be saying we don't know y'all ways, but we be so caught up in carnality. That's why I be trying to tell you, y'all better learn how to dwell in the spirit and dwell in according to your flesh. I be talking spirit to people, brother. It's a shame when the responses I get. I promise I be speaking spirit to people. If people, you give me all carnal response. And you express to me what you know. You right. You are giving me what you know. Just like the Sadducees and the Pharisees were giving Yahshua what they knew. You are not yet even 50 years old. How can you say you was before Abraham? Because you're looking at this flesh. So your reasoning was according to what you see. My reasoning is not according to what I see. It's according to what the Spirit expresses. Right. Everybody won't be on the same level. On the same level? What? So get your portion. Come on, what's the next one? All right. We're the chosen of Yah, and you don't need the approval of people to allow the Spirit of Yah to rouse you up concerning this matter. You don't need that. You don't need people to prove whether you Judah or not, whether you Israel or not. Do you need people to prove that to you? I don't need it. And I ain't been sitting there explaining to you. Too bad. The Most High gonna show you. I guarantee you he's gonna show you. Just wait. So I'm not going through all them hoops, man. Listen, we got stuff to do. Y'all hear me? You can say they think they Israel, all they want. That's all they want to say anyway. And I remember the brothers over there, there was the Ebro brothers, when that reporter was interviewing, he said, so they claimed, they said, no, we are. We are the tribe of Israel. Just I am, I'm like him. Certain, brother, you hear me? Don't need nothing else. I did the same thing Josiah did. I looked out and saw the curses. I'm like, that's us. Josiah ain't take no blood test, did he? He submit paperwork. He go to the nearest embassy. He looked out and saw the curses. I looked out and saw. Let's go. All right. We have been given a great portion from the beginning, and our ancestors knew it. Now, I said that because we can read something and say something. Now, if he didn't know what we just read, how could he make this statement that we get ready to read? This statement is profound. See, these are the things now you have received knowledge today. Anybody receive knowledge today that's just like, that's us. Like, I'm holding on to that. If it ain't you, you better grab a hold of it and get grafted in, right? But that's powerful, John. I mean, Danny, that's powerful, ain't it? All right, let us hear it. Brett?
All this I have spoken before you, O Yahweh, because you have said that it was for us that you created this world. As for other nations that have descended from Adam, you have said that they are nothing, and that they are like spittle.
Now wait a minute. Now, how could he say that? How could Ezra say what he said? Let's start it over. Let's slow it down. Let's break it down. Come on.
All this I have spoken before you, O Yahweh, because you have said that it was for us.
Well, wait a minute. He said to Yahweh that you have said.
Drop a bucket.
Come on.
Well, we are people whom you have called your firstborn, only begotten, jealous for you, and most dear, have been given into their hands. If the world has indeed been created for us, why do we not possess our world as an inheritance? How long will this be so?
You hear that? See what he's looking toward? See what he's looking forward to? See, I just gave that to you in the word. I just showed it to you what's written. We got that to look forward to. So now, why your mind can't be like that, Brother Fred? When we gonna have what? Right? All that you gave to Shem? Right? See, if your mind was set on that, then you wouldn't be worried about all these little trivial things. You wouldn't be worried about that. Right? Let's go. All right. The Gentiles doubt us, but have hidden. You hear this? See, look, they doubt us, but they hidden themselves in this word. And we're going to look at a few things in this. All right, we're almost done. All right, listen to this. Let's go.
And some of them built cities in places which they were afterward extirpated. And they called these cities after their own name.
Now pause. You hear what they said? They call these cities after their own names. Because we're talking about the Gentiles. See, this is the thing. Now this chapter right here, we ain't going to read all of this. I'll put this up here, so you go look in Jasher chapter 10. Then I want you to go start looking up some of this stuff for yourself. Just start searching. You're going to start putting up stuff on Wikipedia. Some of it ain't going to come back to nothing because they ain't putting it on there. But some of it definitely. And what you'll start to see is countries like Germany, Russia, Italy, France, Bulgaria, Rome, the Greeks, see, if people don't want to equate that to nothing, they want to equate it to something else, make it be not that. Well, it's not really that. It's just, y'all can keep saying that crap if y'all want to. You busted. It's you. You the Gentiles. Right? You the Gentiles. Because you can do it now, you can do it later. But if you don't do it now, you are going to do it later. It says salvation is unto the Yahudim first. So you hate that. See, it's better to be one people, and we all exposing this. See, we ready to talk about the government, but y'all is talking about the people. Because the governments are the kingdoms of this world is going to become the kingdoms of our Yahshua. And then all the government going to be on his hands. And you're just going to be real messed up when you see that we over there kicking it. Because it's going to be a great celebration in the word. While reading it this week, I was just kicking. Like, wow. You know why? Because I understand the Torah. You don't understand the Torah. You can't understand. I was talking this morning, about all these documentaries out. When I talk to people, just like we talk to some of the parents at the gym, it's like, we don't understand why black people are like that. It's like, it's just like, if they would just, there's no just, brother. Y'all got to do it. Y'all hear me? But you better make sure you right. See, you don't get this information and then you go do something stupid Monday. Because it was better for you to have not known the way of righteousness than to have known and received the commandments and to turn away. Right? Somebody will get it. You ever see that? Playing with fire. Go ahead, keep reading.
And the names of their children are after their particular occurrences. And the sons of Japheth, the son of Noah, went and built themselves cities in the places where they were scattered. And they called all their cities after their names of their. And the sons of Japheth were divided upon the face of the earth into many divisions and languages. And these are the sons of Japheth according to their families: Gomer, Magog, Medad, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, Tyrus. These are the children of Japheth according to their generations.
Now listen to this. Go ahead.
And the children of Gomer, according to their cities, were Francis, who dwelled in the land of Francis, by the river Francis, by the river Sinai,
Y'all hear that?
by the river Ladau.
You ever heard that country? See, I think you looked that one up. Bertonia is Berthenia, if I recall. I was looking up a bunch. I was just spending time looking it up, looking at the history, looking at this. And somewhere, some of it was hid, then it led you all the way back to some of these other countries near Russia, Scandinavia. Come on.
Which empties its waters into the great sea Gihon, that is Oceanus. And the children of Tugarma are 10 families, and these are their names: Buzar, Barzun, Balzer, Elakim.
Your Bulgar is what do you think? Bulgaria. You hear that? It's right here. Come on.
Elakim, Ragbi, Turkey, Big, Zabuk, Ongal,
Turkey. Come on.
Tilmas. All these spread and rested in the north and built themselves cities. And they called their cities after their own names.
Hold up, Deacon. I think we're going to skip down here. They can go read themselves. Y'all lazy butt. Read verse 16. I will read verse 14 and read verse 16. And then we're going to leave it at that. But it's up there.
And the children of Meshach are the Shabanshi, and the children of Tyrus are the Russians.
You hear that?
Kushi, Angolas. All these went and built themselves cities. Those are the cities that are situated by the sea Jabez, by the river Kua, which empties itself into the river Trigran. And the children of Shittim are the Roman.
You hear? The who?
Roman,
The Roman.
who dwell in the valley of Canopia by the river Tabir.
All right.
Tabir.
Now, y'all hear this? See, that's why I'm coming back and touching this, because we have a situation where these things have been hid, and folks have want us to not see these things, not know these things, because all these books, obviously, you didn't take it away so that we cannot come upon the knowledge of more understanding how the Most High Yah has guided us and kept us. See, it's a big prize. There's a great inheritance that's coming. You understand? And with this great inheritance that's coming, it's on us to make sure that we continue to strive for the things in which the Most High desires to do most. And that's be obedient to his words, which he has spoken from the beginning. Right? All right. Now, listen to this, because I think we get ready to end. But this is what I want y'all to understand. We talked about what was going to happen during the reign. I mean, before the reign of the kingdom. Now, This is concerning after the rain. See, when this stuff is in your flesh and in your blood, then guess what? This is who you are, and you can get used. I want y'all to listen to this. This is what's real deep. The lust. She said, the lust of the Gentiles flesh will arise even after 20, verse 6 through 9. Let's listen to this.
Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection.
Now, hold up. Okay, did y'all hear what he said?
Yes, sir.
Say it again, Brother Snow.
Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection.
Go ahead.
On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of Yah.
They shall be priests of Yah. You hear this?
Yes, sir.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you go down and you go to rest, and you have been one of those who have known the Most High, he had known you. Because you can know him all you want. I do know my God. Go ahead. But he better have known you.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You better have been one he had known. Then you shall be considered the priest of Yah. In order. You hear me? You ain't be running around with no little white thing on your neck either. You hear me? Doing a little ritual. Let's go, Brother Slow.
And of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Now look, you shall reign with Christ 1,000 years. Now hear this? Now you will know, because all that, look, you know all the shaking and all that stuff gonna happen before the rain, right? The sun gonna get dark, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars from the heaven shall fall to the earth. Right? All that's gonna happen when? After the rain? Before. See, that's what he was explaining to Magog, Gog and Magog beforehand. That's what he was explaining to the Gentiles beforehand. Right? Now, listen to this. So there's only going to be a sixth of them left. Did he say that? In 39? Let's go.
And when the 1,000 years are expired,
When 1,000 years are expired,
Satan shall be loosed out of his prison,
Satan shall be loosed. Now watch this.
and shall go out to deceive the nations, which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Now wait a minute. What does yours say?
And he shall go out to lead the nations astray, which are in the four corners of the earth,
Go ahead.
God and Magog.
Go ahead, Brother Snow.
God and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sands of the sea.
Y'all hear this? Now he gonna gather them together for battle after the rain. And you ain't got sense enough to know, right? Come on.
And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from Yah out of the heaven and devoured them.
Y'all hear this?
Yes, sir.
Y'all listen to this, Israel. Knowledge is increasing, and we are getting too close for us not to receive all Yah is opening up to us. Y'all know, you know what I mean when I say that, Brother Snow?
This is really, maybe I can say, precious time or critical time.
Yeah.
Critical time for us to really get what the Father's been trying to get us to receive.
See, here's the thing. You're right, it is a critical time. But we can begin to see that all of the major players are fitting rightly in place. The necessary wisdom and understanding Yah is giving us is so that we don't be in a position of fear, but we be comforted at the time of the tribulation. Because he said that the world, everybody else, he said even men's bowels shall be fallen. Do not dismay. You shall not fear. You understand? So with looking at all of this, Sister Jasmine, did this give you more insight on what we need to be looking forward to?
Yes, sir.
Did it?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Sister Thurman? Did your knowledge increase today? See, we receive and understand it just 10 years ago, none of this stuff existed to me. But the Father's truly waving his hand on the earth and his children are waking up. We're coming out of paganism. We're coming out of pagan teaching, false doctrines. And y'all is doing it by the might of his own hand. They can't stop it. And so it's up to us when we get our hands on it to truly desire to be righteous. See, it's not by your might or by your power, but it's by what? By his spirit. See, but you got to remember, you can't just say, oh, it's a cute song. You got to really abide in the spirit of Yah. When you abide in the spirit of Yah, then guess what? You find yourself overcoming many obstacles. You are enduring like never before in your life. You have set your feet to serve Yah without fail. And guess what? He will not forsake you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
See, I know it sounds plain because we be wanting, some message to just drop out the sky where you know it's Yah. But guess what? I just told you what you need to hear today. Well, you want to receive me or not? Whether my bottom lip got in the way, you just couldn't hear it today because just my lip was big. I don't know what. You don't know where people mind be. But you better have your ears on.
Hallelujah.
Right? Listen, clearly the jealousy and the envy of Japheth is embedded deep in their flesh toward the chosen, and we see it. Do we see it?
Yes, sir.
Is it deeply embedded?
Yes, sir.
That's how you're able to get used. Because guess what? If you got hate towards somebody, then guess what? Satan is able to use that just like he used in the season of Cain and Abel.
Yes, sir.
Yah told him that sin lies where? At the door. But if you don't sin, you do what? You do well. And guess what? You still went out there because it ate you up that your offering wasn't received. See, that's how people get led by the flesh. So all the way to the end, you see it after the rain, after the 1,000-year reign, you still got something in your heart where you want to go up to the camp of the righteous. Right? See, you're going to let that, see, somewhere, you're going to see all the mighty signs and wonders. You're going to see all the signs in the heaven. You're going to see Yahshua come back in the cloud. You're going to see a lot of your seeds destroyed. You're going to be sorrowful at the time, but then after the 1,000 years, you're going to forget because you ain't going to pass it down because of what's in your flesh. See, that's why we do what we do. We soon forget how y'all brought us out. We soon forget about the healing. We soon forget about the testimony and operate in our flesh. We done been through too much. I ain't going back. You can go back by yourself. You can get all the testimonies you want. But I can look around this room and see testimonies, 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 testimonies. I can see it. Who in here been healed before? Raise your hand. Put your hands down.
In the name of Jesus.
I remember the testimonies on YouTube. I remember. You remember Sister Gabby being in the trailer with Sister Crystal? That was early in the morning. What time was that? 5 a.m. I was tired. But guess what? We labored, didn't we? You remember bringing Jaden upstairs? Did we cast it out? In the name of Jesus. So I can go on and on and on and on because that's the same one. They have prepared a place for us. And we miss it because of what's in our flesh. I'm trying to show you what's going to happen in the end for all those who dwell according to the flesh. You're going to be turned over to something. And guess what? Satan is more crafty than you.
True.
He's more crafty. You understand? I pray that all be well, Israel. I pray that your ears be open and that you heard the true word of Yah today. Because here's what I bid you as you prepare to go home and go to your prospective places, as you prepare for your week. This is what I bid to you. I watch a lot of your actions. You don't exemplify that you holy. You don't exemplify that you the people. Why? Because you have separatism in your heart. You have envy in your heart. You have jealousy in your heart. You have lust in your heart. You don't have power over your flesh. Just like I was talking about earlier before some of y'all came. I said, see, the thing that I do when I leave the house is that I leave out the house in two pieces. There's two people. I leave out and my spirit man be in control over my flesh man. So when I'm in the spirit man, then I'm keeping the flesh man in check. Come over and do this. Boy, you better not do. You ain't ready to do that. Just want me telling y'all, but some of y'all, you say whatever come to your mind. You do whatever your flesh have you feeling like at that moment. Nowhere in tune with the Holy Spirit to move out. That's why he gave the Spirit, so that you can now take control over the things that Satan, which he desired to have power over. And Yah has given that authority to you because of the Spirit that dwells in you. Greater is he that's in me than he that's what?
In the world.
In the world. So then why? How come we still subject to sin? How come we still subject to being overpowered just like that with no fight? Stumbling is one thing. But willfully sinning is a whole another ball game.
Yes, sir.
See, what happens is when the unction to do right comes, you cast that down. But you won't cast down vain thoughts and imaginations. Woo! Who you serve? See, and you put all of this online, you risk knowing that the Father has done something. Is that not a great thing that you saw in Shia? You was born in that line.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
You was born in that line. Yah has given you the Holy Spirit to make it back. It was a promise, like Peter said, unto you and unto your children, and to them that are far off, and even as many as are called by Yah. So that's anybody that want to get in line. You too come to the Holy Mount. Y'all understand this? But yet, Satan has deceived you somewhere where Yah, you know Yah brought you to a place. You know y'all had allowed you to hear a word. Because everybody ain't hearing. You could be like these people over here that don't hear nothing. Your desire daily. So I told Sister Gabby, I said, look, we getting ready to go into so much warfare. We getting ready to, see, we done been there. We done warred in the spirit. Let me see that book. I want y'all to hear this real quick. Listen to this. This is Jubilees chapter 10. Start at verse 1. In the third week of Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah and to make them err and destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons' sons. You hear what they was doing? They was blinding them. You hear me? And leading them astray. And leading them astray. That was spiritual warfare way back then. And look how we getting caught up in this day. When you got a strong word sitting in front of you, you done had demonstrations. We done had a strong move with the Holy Spirit. See, some of y'all, but you so fleshly. You just a flesh idiot. Thinking you know something. You know so much that you can't be as little children. Receive instruction. Them children over there, you can take them up downstairs 20 times right now. So you do it a couple times. What are you doing? What are you doing? Shut your mouth. And be like a little child. So somebody help you get to the kingdom. Because you're destroying yourself with all that you know. You know something. Get there. War against these demons then. Help somebody get set free. Cast out uncleanness from among the people. It's us, Israel. It's us. It's a mighty lot that you're going to pass up on. Right, y'all. Everybody stay. Bless y'all online. Thank you all who are watching online. You know, I know we had a few hiccups take place because this is a strong word, man. And I know Hasatan don't want this to get out because then people are going to really start taking charge of who they are according to the heritage of the Most High Yah. We're going to quit being deceived, quit calling ourselves Protestants, and Catholics, and all this other stuff that ain't got a meaning to the first. And we're going to return to the Most High who have already chosen you from the beginning. So I bless you if you are able to hear today. If not, I pray that you get somewhere quiet and you ask God to remove every stumbling block, every hindrance that may be in your way, and to open up your hearing. To remove the veil from your eyes that you may be able to see this thing clearly, because it is clearly what we said it is today, without a doubt. So I bless you all. Let the love of Yah through his son Yahshua be upon you and your family, your homes, and all that you have in your possession. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, saints. Let's talk. We're getting ready to get out.